Hello everyone, I'm范琳琳. Today I will share my grounded theory. Okay, why? Outline the features of this slide. Summary. View from the 6 parts of the definition, important features, types of data collection measures and data analysis measures, reference books. Okay, looking at the first part, definition. The grounded theory sets out to discover or extract theory from data systematical obtains analysis. They're using comparative analysis. The important features, data gathering and data analysis occurs simultaneously. Sorry, the types, the two popular pursued grounded theories are systematic pressures of stressors coping and the constructivist approach of the cameras. The data collection measures interview and participants uh, observation and wide areas of the documenting materials literature. Data analysis methods of coding and self-coding and selective coding. The reference books classes the both the application with qualitative and quantitative data and the definition theory. Grounded theories is a systematic methodologies that has been actually applied to qualitative research conducted by social scientists. The methodology involved the construction of the hypothesis and the theory through the collecting and analysis of data. Mhm. Grounded theory is a qualitative research design. It is an inquire generate the explanation of the process action or interaction shaped by the views of a large number of the participants. Black suggests that the social situation should form our unit of the analysis in grounded theory, and then three sociological modes can be used for in analysis in this situational social world areas and those positional category fixed maps of the collecting analysis qualitative data. Important features. Grounded theory characteristics include data collection and analysis occurring simultaneous with by informing the other. Data grounding into cases, categories, and terms. A data collection process influenced by simulator is development of those concepts, categories, and themes. Researchers don't formulate hypotheses or construct or literature view before they collect it. Uh, Types. The types is separate the systematic approaches and the constructivist approach. The different definition and process. In the definition of the first party, systematic investigators seek to systematic develop a theory that is in process, action, or interaction on the topic. The process research typically lasts 20 to 30 interviews based on several visits to the field to collect the interview data to separate the categories. The constructive approach the definition means for social constructive perspective that include emphasizing divisor, local words, multi relatives, and the complexity of particular words, views, and actions. Process means the place more emphasis on the views, values, benefits, feelings, assumptions, and the ideologies of individuals than on the mass of research. The data classroom methods. What is the data class of the grounded series? Mostly, actually, in most grounded series, study did come from interviews, participation, observations. A wide variety of document materials, literatures, and previous research are also potential source of the value information. The data analysis method, I mean the that means the grounded theory method contains three data analysis steps: open coding and so axial coding and selective coding. The object of the open coding is to extract the categories from the data, whereas axial coding identifies a connection between the categories. Grounding theory provides a process of developing categorization information interconnecting the categories. A building story that connects the categories and ending with a discursive set of their radical purposes. The reference books, the last. Classic grounding series applies with qualitative and quantitative data, writing by the Junis Spellways. The classic growth theory, grounding theory applies with qualitative and quantitative data provides particle how to guide for doing and grounded theory using the classical approach articulated by Burning Glass authors and emphasize the philosophical flexible of the classic GT as a full package approach that can be applied to any study and any types of data where the goal is to discover and generate a show the theory, drawing and experience of now novice research who have participated in GD troubleshooting seminars. The book provides step-by-step guidance on understanding research study that stays true to the classic GD participants heritage. Part one to finish. Let me show the part two. Part two research using this data. I find the journal article research means develop a guiding model of the education leadership in higher education. Here in the Kimball 90 can make a grounded series study. The abstract, the social networks analysis so that encourage online communities, promoting social interaction, creating a safe and inclusive learning environment, providing learning resource, leading and press emphasize of the theme, making data-driven driving designs and some cornerstone in terms of the education leadership for the new normal. Research objectives. Research aims to explore educational leadership during the COVID-19 pandemic from the perspectives of higher education students and to develop a guide mode of educational leadership for the new normal with novel emerging components. The research articles, what educational leadership behavior are fundamental in higher education during the COVID-19 pandemic. The who are the informants? Participants in all groups are university students studying higher education in Turkey. Number of the informant. The first step group include 32 participants. Second Start group include another 26 participants. And final group includes the 12 participants. The type of safety used. Sorry, theoretical simply and proposed simply. I mean, the individual question means could you tell your story about the challenge happening in your school life and the pandemic? Do you describe the characteristics of good in education leader for the new normal? Did Clarice massively use, maybe use the right open-ended survey from transcription of individual and the research notes? Data analysis means you open coding, access coding, selective coding. Um, Trustworthiness, that means including data analysis and so networks analysis, strict following the acne and select coding pressures give the considerable meaning to understanding of the education leadership. Um, the results of the object research questions, maybe number one, two, three, the questions. Uh-huh. The first question is what are the higher education student impacts from the education about the COVID-19 pandemic? That means um, networking and encouraging online community and promoting social interaction, being community oriented, enhancing education participation, creating supportive and inclusive learning environment, providing learning resource, creating a vision of academic success and constructive feedback of improvement. And also complex of compassion, analytical and strategic thinking, and transparency, and etc. That means technical questions what character and symbol compose educational leadership in higher education during COVID-19. That means there are seven most understanding codes which are in the think of education leadership of the new normal. With social networks analysis considered in detail, it is evident that university students put great importance to encourage online communities promoting social interactions, creating a safe and inclusive safe learning environment, providing learning resource, learning under press, emphasize optimistic, making data-driving decisions in terms of the education leadership for new normal. Look at this figure 3 illustrate that in the education leaders for new normal, education leaders serve as the three measures. The resources provided in spite of learning of talent development. Instruction is transforming into uh, modularized and remote learning and online communities are replacing physical schools. That means education leader for the new normal. Look at the picture. This slide is um, uh, uh, clients and enhancing educational research practice analysis and strategic thinking, campaign, compassion, transparency, networking, and etc. Okay, now let's conclude. This grounded theory research focuses on the educational leadership for the new normal in higher education during the COVID-19 crisis. The study indicates that university students need to stay connected and informed with online communication, and they request more transparency in which leaders openly share both good and favorable developments of give feedback, which in turn hopefully strengthens and tries and organizes and the culture between followers and leaders. Okay, now that's all. Thank you.